Hello, I'm Yo Yo, and welcome to Yo Yo's Dreams. Today is an interesting topic. I usually do figure drawings as my daily warm up, but today I don't wanna. And this is less of a video and more like a brain dump of info for me to get to know my own OC better. So, like, you've been warned, it's kind of all over the place. Um, if you watched my recent video restyling Tynesha, you probably heard me mention that Tyree, a character that I designed in a video before that, got updated. And by updated, I mean they kind of just like merged into another character. That character being Kai. And you know what? Now they still go by Kai, but their real name is Kyrie. I just changed one letter. Let's be so honest. Um, this was their design before this video. I haven't gotten to drawing them a lot yet because stuff got in the way. Anyway, about Kai, she's an art major. They have wealthy, not rich foster parents. Um, are they in the greatest? Are they the greatest parents in the world? Not by a long shot. They practically had to beg to get their tuition paid for. So if like anything they don't approve of happens, boom, they're on their own. But it's always kind of been that way for them. Before, the big bad was always just going back into foster care, but now they have goals, dreams, things they want to do in life. And being broke out in the streets would be a huge setback to say the least. Not impossible, but I would probably take the path of least resistance if it was offered to me too. At first, I thought like a preppy style would suit them since they've mostly been to like private schools and such. That would make the most sense, right? Well, the second I went to Pinterest, though, it made me question whether or not I actually knew what preppy was. Like, I would say, like, these were concepts of preppy. Like, this is maybe close to the preppy I remember. Um, but there wasn't a lot to work with. Maybe that's like why this turned out so awful. Because I actually tried a couple outfits, but like something about it was not working for me. Like I couldn't tell if it was the outfit itself or the hair, probably the pose, I don't know. Like I just didn't really like anything that I was putting down. So I took a break, doodled a second simpler Kai that I liked. Um, but I just decided the style wasn't for them. Like maybe I was trying to force it. I do like the hair change I did. All I did was just give them a lineup. Let's be so for real. But I completely redid their Pinterest board after that. This time I'm trying to go for like artsy indie type of vibes, and I really wanted to draw them the night I made that board, but I was so exhausting. So it's the first thing I did today, like my warm up, and I decided to pick 5 of my favorite outfits and just like sketch them out. They don't have to be perfect, and of course, I'm using the exact same poses as in the drawing because why come up with anything new if I'm just like trying things out? And I didn't even like the first like drawing as a base enough to like use it again. So womp womp. Um, the first one I didn't like that much, probably because it was my first drawing. Like, yeah, we're warming up here. Like we're getting it's never gonna be like maybe on occasion, but your first drawing usually never is gonna be your best drawing. Um, the second one was actually the one I was most excited for. The one that I felt like it matched to what their style would be in my head. And I was really happy when it turned out too. I wish I would have kept the headphones. Wish I would have kept the headphones. Like, I don't know, it's this thing with me and headphones. Like, I need to like study them or something because like I don't know. I don't know how to draw them. they have a weird they have a weird shape and a weird way of like resting on your ears and the head, and like they have so many like whatever. I'm going on the tangent. Anyway, and then I added a Teddy Ursa keychain because it's my drawing and I wanted to. And low key, teddy bears are just like a reoccurring motif for them. I just happen to be like Pokemon. So I was thinking maybe they had like a teddy bear in their childhood that either got like lost or ruined or thrown away that they absolutely loved. And then later on, since they like canonically go to bear builders with their friends, They pick one out that reminds them of their childhood one. Little Bear, I'm talking about you. Um, Little Bear. Little Bear is the first bear at Bear Builders I got. And you know what my autistic ass was like? Oh yeah, I should totally make this bear like canonically one of my OC's bear. And it's been Kai's bear for the longest, but I love him just as much. Anyway, but like maybe even since this is like a theoretical made up company that also does donations, that it could have even been the exact same bear or an updated version of that design. Also, one of the designs that Kyrie was merged to was called Freddy. Anyway, the third drawing, I absolutely loved. I love the third drawing. I necessarily didn't even think it would be too fitting, but it's like my absolute favorite one, and I couldn't even like I tried to like the second one more, but I can't. They're just so cute. I love them. Um, the other two were just kind of there. I think I was a bit fatigued. That and the Circe images are all skinny people. So I was just like wrestling with my instincts. Like I wanted to immediately draw the fit because I'm impatient. Like I just wanted to immediately go to that with Kai's body type instead of how I normally do, where I draw the pose and then redrawing it with the body type and then draw the outfit on top. Um, so somewhere in between all of that, my brain just it kind of just got mashed up, and that's why there's so much altering of the things in this goddamn video. But I only bothered adding color to the second and third ones because sometimes you just gotta let an ugly drawing be an ugly drawing and move on to better, bigger and better things. Never stay in one place for too long. Never stay on one sketch for too long, especially if you know you're not gonna do anything with it unless you just like it, unless you just like to. If you like it, just ignore everything I just said. Anyway, um, but yeah, what's important is that the idea is is tangible now. The idea is tangible now. That's what's important. I say as if I didn't tweet these like a billion times after first hitting export. But oh my gosh, yay! I'm so happy. Look at my child. They're so cute. This was a success. Now I can now that I have their style down, I can get to bigger and better things, like actually drawing them in full illustrations and not being like, oh my gosh, what are they gonna wear? What are they gonna wear? Like, oh, what am I gonna draw them in? And having to cycle through like 50 billion outfits. Yeah, yeah. Or just give them something like plain and uninspired. I've been doing that. I've been that's been my one of my crutches that I need to get rid of. One of my crutches. Anyway, um bye 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 bye. I'm gonna see you.